What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
This video is captioned, Women Regret College. They need help because they're in massive debt. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Fact, I went to college and I got a bachelor's in marketing, but does that matter? No! I'm not working in my field, so what the hell does it matter that I have a degree in marketing?
She's angry.
Just check my student loans because I needed to get the information to someone. And what the I started with $80,000. I have been paying for 10 years. Last year, I paid $6,000 lump sum because that's really the only way to get it low. That took it down to $76,000 after I'd been paying for 9 years. The grand total is I have paid $120,000 and I still owe $76,000. How the is this possible?
Yo, all these women are so triggered.
What? I think I might be late to the game learning about this. Student loans are really messed up. $120,000.
I think it's kind of crazy how most people really don't understand the concept of interest. And I'm not surprised. And a lot of chicks really don't get it.
Supposed to do with it.
Tell me how I'm supposed to get a job when every single job that I apply to is like, oh, you need at least 3 to 5 years of experience in this field or one related to it. I just graduated. I don't have experience. How am I supposed to get experience if you won't accept me for not having experience?
No! 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 No!
Damn.
I hope this video reaches Gen Z because it's too late for us millennials. If being a mother is in your plan of life and you have yet to go to college or graduate high school, you need to think about how being a mother fits into your long-term plan. What's a career or what's a career path you can leave for at least 3 years to be with your children? Your brain changes and your priorities change when you have kids. I honestly think one of the best things we can do for society is let mothers be with their babies. Daycare, not best for babies. When I was growing up, it was a very clear path. You go to college, you get a job, you get married, you have a baby, and you go back to work. But modern millennial women, mothers, are miserable. We can't do it all. No one's coming to save us. Gen Z needs to be thinking about this.
But weren't you strong? Weren't you independent? Weren't you waving that feminist flag high and proud? I know you don't want to drink the coffee you've poured for yourself.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
Spoiler alert, absolutely no money was spent today because I started the day off checking my student loan balance right after about 30 minutes of doom scrolling, and I do have over $100,000 of student loans, so safe to say I had a little bit of a mentee bee this morning. Am I embarrassed to be crying on the internet? Probably, but honestly I post this because I wanted everyone to know that post-grad era comparison is so real. Social media makes it incredibly easy to compare yourself to Becky and Brad, who are on their 3rd trip to Europe this summer. But the truth is, you don't actually know anybody's financial situation. Becky and Brad could be in mad credit card debt. Maybe they saved up for years for this trip and they're finally treating themselves.
Well, Becky and Brad sound like they might be married. I don't know. Maybe a husband is also an investment and you investing in him and, working together, cooperating with the man instead of prioritizing your career. I don't know. Maybe these guys know better.
The point is, once you graduate college, everybody's on a completely different path with completely different goals and timelines. While it's human nature to compare ourselves to others, remember that social media is simply a highlight.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree. And about 2 years ago, I really wanted to leave my job. I was stressed out, not really passionate about it. It wasn't what I went to school for, but I was making a decent amount of money. I mean, my salary was $90K plus bonus plus all the things. So I was well over $100,000 a year. But I really wanted to move back to Pittsburgh, my hometown, to be closer to family. Now, the degrees that I have, I started looking at different things that I could do. Now I have a bachelor's in psychology and I have a master's in counseling. Now I never went and got licensed as a counselor.
Bachelor's in psychology, master's in counseling. As we all know, women usually gravitate towards like community-centered professions. You know, they people, things that have to do with people. Those don't pay much at all, unfortunately. And these would be the same chicks who will look down on blue-collar workers who are in a union, the glazers, electricians, anybody in construction or mechanics, whatever, and will think that they are better than them and they don't qualify. When those guys pick professions where they could enter in as apprentices, they don't have large amount of college debt and are in much better financial situations. Now, I do understand a lot of men are in debt as well, but women hold like 70% of the debt in America. You know what? We can ask our AI assistant, barista, Miss Coffee. I'm sure she'll tell us. Miss Coffee, how much debt, college debt in specific, is owned by women?
As of my last update in January 2022, I don't have access to real-time data, so I can't provide the exact current amount of college debt specifically owned by women. However, it's worth noting that in the United States, women hold a significant portion of the total student loan debt. This is due to a variety of factors, including higher enrollment rates in higher education institutions and the wage gap, which can make it more challenging for women to repay their loans compared to men. Additionally, women are more likely to pursue higher education at both the undergraduate and graduate levels, which can lead to higher levels of debt overall. For the most up-to-date statistics on this topic, I recommend consulting recent reports or studies from reputable sources such as the U.S. Department of Education or research institutions.
Unfortunately, I would like to apologize because Miss Coffee obviously does not know that the wage gap is a myth. And she needs to know that. So we'll be talking about that after this video. I apologize. Let's keep watching.
Vision, yada yada. So I don't have my LPC, I don't have my license. So I was looking in fields, obviously, that I can do psych or do anything related to a counseling background. Jobs, I'm not even kidding you, were anywhere between 25 and 35,000 a year.
Makes sense.
That's with a master's degree. How is anybody supposed to live on that? And if you do, I am so sorry. I know that the economy, the American
Hey, you'd make more money as a construction worker in a union. I'm just saying. That's equality.
Economy sucks, and I'm privileged to have been able to find a job for 55, or else I wouldn't be here. And I got lucky with my living situation, and because if I didn't have this place to rent, then I would still be in Connecticut and miserable and hating my life. Now, it's a different kind of stress because the stress I have now is money related and not surgeon related and operating room related, but I feel mentally happier in this situation, even with the financial stress. I can try and do something about that, but to have 2 bachelors and a master's degree, and the only significant options, like 90% of the options, 99% of the options that I had were like $15 an hour, salary of about 30,000. How are people supposed to pay bills? That's my nightly rant.
Well, guys, she's a PhD, right? Listen, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.